Hello and welcome everyone. In this part, we will wrap up the most important points of our reading selection, Talk with an Astronaut. This is an interview between the first American Hispanic female astronaut and the fifth grader students. Let's take the advantage and start with a new vocabulary. Accomplishments. Accomplishments. This is a noun. It means things that have been done with knowledge, skill, or ability. This is an achievement. Accomplishments, achievement. Another word, focus. Focus. This is the central point of action, attention, or activity. The central point of action, of attention, or of activity. Let's move to another new vocabulary, gravity. Gravity. This is the natural force that causes objects to move or tend to move toward the center of the earth. Monitors. Monitors. These are screens connected to a computer which show information and instructions. Role. Role. A part played by a person in real life, role model, person whose patterns of behavior influence someone else's actions and beliefs. Specific, specific, definite, precise, or particular. Let's move now to the reading booklet exercises to wrap up the most important points or main point that we have already covered in our interview or in the selection. First question. Number one, the selection includes photographs of spaceships and astronauts at work. What other graphic sources would relate to the information in the selection? What do you think about the answer of this question? What other graphic sources would relate to the information in this selection? Actually, we have a lot of photos and pictures, and these are considered as a graphic source. But in this question, try to imagine what's something that we can add more than these pictures or more than to these graphic sources if you like to make it more attractive. I think the most appropriate answer now, let's check it. Yes, it would be good to have photos with labels and captions explaining the tools and their uses. Okay, let's move to number one. Number two, how could the statement of fact, some astronauts have waited 10, even 16 years before they finally go into space, be proved? Actually, if it's the statement between these two inverted commas, this is a statement of fact. How can you prove it? In a statement of fact, how can you prove it? Yes, surely from encyclopedia or different astronauts' biographies. That's right, marvelous. So let's check now what the right answer. You could look up the information in an encyclopedia, or you could read different astronauts' biographies. Got it? Yes. Let's move now to number three. For the question number three, the selection is a series of questions and answers between fifth grade students and Ellen Archwell. What's a likely reason the selection was presented in this manner? What do you think about the reason beyond that? This selection is presented in the form of an interview. Don't you think it's more exciting than the other types of presentations? Surely it's more interesting and more attractive, and get all of you involved in this interview. That's right. So, well, let's check our answer now. It's interesting for fifth graders to read what other fifth graders have said and to see how they interviewed an astronaut. Yes, let's move to another one. The coming question is question number 4. Why do you think the author asks questions about Ochoa's background? She was the first Hispanic American woman to go into space. Actually, it happened in the past while she was a child. She didn't dream about becoming an astronaut because she was the first one as a Hispanic American to go into space, and there were no astronauts or female astronauts during that period of time. So she was the first Hispanic American woman to go into space. Let's move now to question number 5. Why do you think Ochoa means by the term role model? Role model. If we said that our Prophet Muhammad, peace be and prayer upon him from Allah, he is our role model. So what do we mean by a role model now? And what was Ellen Ochoa mean by saying this term role model? Let's check the answer. She means that the role model is someone who others admire and try to be alike. Number 6, why didn't Ochoa consider being an astronaut when she was growing up? As we said before, because she knew that there were no female astronauts. Coming on number 7, why do you think the interviewer asked Ochoa about her NASA training? What the importance of mentioning NASA training here in our selection? So, to show how training prepares astronauts for space, and to point out that training is harder than a mission itself. Yes. Let's move now to the next question, number 8. Why do you think Ochoa uses swimming and scuba diving as comparisons to weightlessness? Actually, most of us know scuba diving and swimming. We didn't try flying in space before. So she made this comparison because she wants to connect between something never experienced to them, weightlessness, to a familiar experience, swimming and scuba diving, to realize how it looks like. Got it? Number 9, Ochoa said that astronauts must be team players. Think out what it means to be a team player. Why do you think she gave this advice? It means that astronauts should get involved in activities where they work with other people. She encourages the students to work in groups and learn to help each other. Okay, that's it. Wrapping up for our most important questions and their answers. Study hard, enjoy learning, and